Hi guys, welcome to Jack Gaming. I'm Keith, aka Durkenstein. Along with me today is John and Alex.
I'm John, E17 Pet.
And I'm Alex, Caterham.
This week we've been playing Metro Exodus. I've been
Well,
playing
you
it,
have.
so
We've just been watching and
you have
chatting to
indeed.
each other over the top.
Just generally talking rubbish.
Just watching me die in the background many times. The whole idea of this video really is we'll give you a quick rundown of what we thought the game was going to be like. The very first impressions, and then we'll go into some gameplay for you. And at the end of the video, please stay tuned and stay with us that long, and we'll give you a quick review. So
And subscribe and all that business.
yes, please, that'd be great. So to get cracking. So I've been looking at Metro Exodus since it's come out. I was quite excited for it to begin with before it was out.
Why? Why are you excited about this one? Because you didn't
I just-
play the last one, did you?
No, I haven't played it at all. I just
Neither
like
of
the
you
way
played
this
the
one
other.
looked.
So what was it? Was it 2033 or something?
I
And
played-
Redux.
I played the very first Metro on Steam
Right.
back in the day. But that is it. That's my only experience of the game.
So what did you think it was going to be then? What's your perception of the game?
I think it just looked good, especially with what's been coming out over the last, I would say, sort of 12 to 18 months, along with, probably started with Horizon, on how good that looked. I think games are looking better and better, and it sort of just drew me in with what the screenshots were that I saw. I kind of liked the setting. The environment looks quite inviting, is probably the wrong word, but inviting from a gameplay point of view.
Immersive.
Pardon?
Immersive.
Yeah, it
Is
definitely
it 4K? That's what I was asking you last night. I was saying HDR, but is it 4K?
It
I
looks
believe
absolutely
yeah.
amazing. I think that's why I was more excited about it than anything, was just the way it looked and the environment. As you can see, when we do go into the gameplay, it wasn't the best. It did take a while to figure out that I could pick ammo up, and getting a little bit angry due to the fact that I kept running out of bullets. But yeah, I kind of, in a strange way, enjoyed it.
You blamed us at one point, didn't you? for
well,
being rubbish.
it is a little bit hard to listen to what they're trying to tell me as a tutorial and have you two in my ears talking about gaming PCs and pro controllers for the PlayStation. It's conversations I wanted to get involved in, but
The irony
I was
is,
also trying to listen
afterwards, you suggested that you didn't need a pro controller, and I would say, on the evidence that I saw, you most certainly do.
We'll let you guys decide for that.
I think one probably isn't enough. I think I probably need as much help as I can get.
That's also why I asked whether it was multiplayer or not.
What, you think I needed help?
Just a little bit, Keith. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I say I kind of enjoyed it, but I'll leave my opinions to the end. But yeah, thanks for choosing to watch. We'll go into the gameplay video very shortly. Thanks very much.
I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it. The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life, and I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Probably heard us coming down from the roof and decided to ambush us. Let's start getting smarter. Pick up the pace. Now the whole area knows we're here. Hurry up! I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. Stop! The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass? Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that. Come on, dear. Give me a boost. Shit! Come up now. I got you. Did you hear that, Artyom? Something loud. At least it was far away. Now that's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios. What? Artyom, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right? A train on the surface! Where? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them!
Hey, come on! Get inside!
Alert! All groups, to the head!
I see him!
Counter generator! Do it now!
Damn, what do we do now? What? Run! Don't let go, Artyom! That was intense. Are you okay?
Hey! There's a manual drive on the platform! It's hard to...
Artyom?
It's just a little...
More guards! Get them! Help me out here, Artyom! Let's do this together! Just a little... Run!
Kill them!
Come on! Yes!
Come here! Quick! You're going to ram the gate! You should put the masks on! The seals might be damaged!
We did it! Yeah!
We apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over. Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these two?
Don't you dare give me lip, soldier!
Here, the Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here. Honor!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here? Talk about surprise.
Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? It doesn't matter.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We are going to give you a quick review of what we thought of the game. Me from a perspective of playing it, and Alex and John from their perspective of watching the stream. So my initial thoughts were, I was correct, it does look absolutely gorgeous. I am playing it on a PS4 Pro, which I do think helped the graphics quite a lot. Got no popping, anything like that at all, the graphics. I'm not too far into the game, obviously, and it seems a little bit linear, I suppose is the word I'd use at the moment. It looks very, very much open-worlded, but you're probably more restricted than you are in God of War. I found God of War, you were a little bit restrictive for the story, heading you in the right direction all the time. This is keeping you on track and on an exact path the whole way, which is a little bit frustrating, but I'm sure the game opens up at some point.
Does it though?
I believe it does, from what I've read of reviews.
Because it literally, I mean, I think there were certain points in that, I think we commented on it, that it almost appeared on rails. You didn't have any, you were following a very narrow corridor.
Yeah.
Through that game. I know you were literally in corridors a lot of it, but...
Yeah, it does seem, especially when you're outside, you look and think, it looks lovely, right? It looks quite open-worlded, but there is really only one way you can get out of a certain area at the moment. So, although you can walk around a little bit and explore, there's nothing to explore. There's nothing there, nothing to pick up. So you are sort of very, very much funneled down a precise route. I'm looking forward to, if John is correct, that it does open up. Should be quite interesting. Gameplay, apart from that, the gunplay is quite good. I did get really frustrated with the fact that I kept on missing to pick ammo up, which is my fault, my bad. Which made the end of what you've seen a lot harder than it should have been. I have since gone back and replayed it without two annoying people in my ears talking about gaming PCs. And I flew through it because I was picking the ammo up, I could actually hear what they were talking about.
And because you've already done it once.
Well, yeah, that did help. But you can also, when you are trying to stealth, you can actually hear the voices. So you know which way you should stealth around them, rather than, as I say, talking about a pro controller in the ear and then going, why don't you do this way? Why don't you go that way? When they're a few seconds behind me and I've already done it.
They blame us.
I'm blaming you too. You know, well, you know that's not exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, they were my initial thoughts. It does look a good, solid game. It didn't bug out. There was no issues with it, I suppose. But yeah, it's that's my initial thoughts. What do you think, guys?
For me, just watching the stream, it obviously looked as good as I thought it was going to look.
Has anyone metaed this? Is it on meta yet?
I'm not sure. We can.
Go on, place your bets.
Should we have a look? Exodus.
I reckon 75.
I'm going higher. I'll go 80.
It has got 83% at 40
Oh.
votes. Oh, that's for PC. That is for PC. For PlayStation, it's at 79% and 38 votes, and for Xbox One, it's at 82% on 30 votes.
Okay.
Solid scores.
Yeah. So for me, I thought it obviously looked amazing. The setting really appeals to me. Anyway, it's probably more mine and Al's type of game than it is Keith's anyway. So
Completely agree.
we'll probably be picking it up, or maybe just borrow it off you at some point. But I'm interested to see if it does open up. From what I've read, it is linear in the sense of maybe like God of War, where it leads you down a path. But
yeah, because a lot of people said linear God of War was open, and I didn't think that was that open at all.
No, the story was very linear, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm sure that, as John and Alex has said, it's not usually my cup of tea at all. I'll persevere with it as I do. If I do at some point decide to hand it over, even if I don't, you can rely on another video which would include the crafting, so we'll have a look at different aspects of it if it does open up to being an open world-y game. As John said, the crafting does look good. So, yeah, looking forward to that, which I'm sure we will definitely get another video out, won't we, guys?
We will indeed.
Once you've learned the controls, maybe we'll have a
Yeah, don't let the skill level put you off, guys, from visiting our channel again.
Maybe you or me do the next one, John.
Me and Al will probably give you a better display.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not even gonna rise to it. Cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. As usual, if you did like it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks very much. Take it easy. Bye.
Laters, guys. Bye.